Yo, what's good with it, guys? Welcome back to the spiritual channel. Honestly, I ain't even a cap. This is my third time making this video. So if I lose my train of thought during this video, I am extremely sorry. I had the first one down to the T, right? And then my iPhone just kind of just cut out. So I guess they don't want me to get this information out of there. So anyways, today, before I even get into today, I hope you guys' weekend has been pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Gratitude Monday. How you guys are doing today, man? I hope you guys are doing pretty good. This week is about to be a very successful week for a lot of us. You know, the goal is everybody, but a lot of polarity. It's got to be some good, got to be some bad. But as long as you're focusing your energy on the good, what can possibly go wrong, right? So, as in this video title, as you guys have already read, today we're gonna be talking about inner child. And lucky, I'm gonna speak fast. So if I can get this done in like 5 minutes, we're gonna be straight. So I was having a conversation with my homeboy Anwar, all right, across the Netherlands, and we was actually just talking about 2017. That's when me and him became friends and stuff. We've been talking about like our friendship and stuff, and possibilities of other things that can be in motion by next year, right? And during this conversation, it's like it was like 3-4 a.m. his time, so it was like getting ready to be 9 o'clock my time. And we were just chopping it up, talking on the phone and whatnot, and really just cool and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, I had this I wouldn't say enlightenment, but I guess I received like this life code or something, this download. And this download was telling me like, yo, at the end of the day, out of anything that goes on, everybody is just kids, and we're just kids. And I wrote that inside my journal, and I kind of just been meditating about it over the weekend, about the we're just kids download I got. And honestly, it's just like, yeah, despite everything that we all go through in our lives, and despite that what society is conditioning us to believe, that, oh, you're not a kid after you hit a certain age, I gotta say that's complete BS. First and foremost, a lot of you guys, I mean, if you watch my channel, I kind of, if you are religious or anything, then I mean, hey, whatever. But I mean, if you're more spiritual, then I mean, you heard this from other religious people as well, especially in Christianity. So they'll say like, oh, I'm a child of God. And I mean, you hear that term, but I mean, it's just coming from people that are like 20, 30, 40, 50, 1,000, 1 billion years old and stuff like that, right? And they're saying like a child of God. I mean, you're definitely a child of God, right? I mean, I don't know I don't know what to make of that, but I took contrast from that and added onto this download that at the end of the day, we're just kids. I read a quote from The Weeknd on his Twitter like a couple years ago or something like that, but it was like a screenshot I seen, and it was like saying that, I'm not gonna quote, but it was something around the lines of, none of us really grows up, we just pretend to be. And honestly, yeah, if we didn't have like the society conditions that conditioned us to like believe that we're adults or we grown up or something like that, if it wasn't no terms that would define what is a child, honestly, like, bro, at the end of the day, we're all kids, but we're just bigger. There's no such thing as aging or getting older. It's like, no, you're getting more experience through your lifespan, and you just start expanding. That's why some of us went from 5'11" to 6 foot. Yeah, we're growing, but we're growing with experience. So yeah, height and stuff can tie into genetics, but as far as just growing and quote unquote aging doesn't even exist, to be honest. You have a birthday, and that's only one birthday. That's the day that you're born. And people who celebrate it every year, I mean, you're just reminding yourself that, oh, that you're aging. And that's why a lot of people fall into a depression of some sort, right, as they get older. But honestly, bro, I don't really believe in aging. It's like, I only have one birthday. I feel young, still young, despite of whatever age I might be. But yeah, but where I was getting at with the inner child, that we're just kids at the end of the day, is literally, we're just kids at the end of the day. I've been doing some like thinking like outside of the like way before this conversation I had with me and my bro, and I was just been thinking like, how parents will work, right? Like at some point, my mother was a child, right? My age, at the same age as I was at some point, and realizing that she's become a parent and a mother of more children, it was just like, wow, she's really a child in herself, you know? Like she's still a child in herself, but she's just bigger with experiences, you know? And it really hit me right then and there because it's like, okay, we got that, but then let's take it a step further. Like my grandmother, she was a child too at some point, you know? Still is a child. Everybody's still children. It's just really tapping into that consciousness and being aware that like none of us really grows up. We really do just pretend to be grown up. And a lot of people may make that argument, but then my argument back to you guys would be, well, what would your inner child self be doing? Like, let's say childhood never ends, right? And you never had to worry about bills. We'll probably, whatever age that you're currently are right now, what would you be doing if you didn't have to worry about bills? You know, like if responsibility, I mean, responsibility is always going to be a thing, but if the things that you stress over that requires or deems responsibility, would you still be stressing over it? How would you spend your free time? You wouldn't be spending your free time waking up at 8 a.m. to go work a 9 to 5 and then come back and just watch Netflix all day, right? No, kids don't do that. I mean, maybe the kids nowadays, but back then we wasn't doing that. No, bro, we was up, ready for the day, excited for the day. Actually, you know, it's a big world out there to explore. Even if it's just inside the neighborhood, a lot of us will. I know me and my collective childhood friends, we would get up, get dressed, and bro, be outside by 8 o'clock, and just having fun and having an adventure all the time. You know, just enjoying life to the fullest. That was really living. That's right there was living. And a lot of people would say, "Oh, enjoy your childhood while it lasts." Well, my comment back to that is, bro, we're still in our childhood. You never leave childhood. You only leave childhood once you let go of your inner child energy. And once you let go of that inner child energy, that's when you stop living. You know, that's when you start lowering your vibrations and lowering your energy. Because I ain't gonna cap. Children, they have a high amounts of energy for a reason. You know, that's why they can never sit still because their vibrations is all the way outside of this frame. You know, but then as we get older, our energy starts going down. Now let me cut this video real quick just in case. So our energy starts going down as we get older, right? And that's because as we quote unquote get older or whatever, or mature or whatever the case may be, we lose that inner child. We lose our touch with our inner child and the drive. Because I'm not even gonna cap. During my conversation with Anwar, I was telling him like, you know, 2017, like that's when I felt like I had the most drive to whatever my passion was. You know, my passion is music. So I felt the most drive in 2017, 2018 is because I didn't have to worry about anything, you know. I was really tapped in with my inner child and I was doing everything that he loved doing at the time, you know. He loved basketball, hanging out with friends, making music. I mean, that's just all he had to worry about. And so how we gonna spin this on to today's now is just like I still have that drive, but it wasn't the same drive as 2017. And realizing that we're just kids, it instantly brought back that drive because now it's like I never lost the drive for whatever it is that I was doing with my purpose, but I lost the inner child that was attached to that drive. And children have some of the strongest drives in the world. Like, bro, their energy is out the roof. That's why you can't give them sugar at 9 o'clock at night because they're just going to be up all night running around until eventually the sugar breaks down and they just get sleepy at 3, 4 in the morning. But that's just what it is, right? And so that's when it hit me. It hit me, you know what? We're just kids. You know, no matter what, you know, you can be 65, 52, and I can just look into your face, you know, or you look into your own face in the mirror and just realize you're still a kid. You're still a kid. And I guess that's where the kid at heart ideal will come from like a lot of people. Oh, I'm still a kid at heart. But I mean, honestly, bro, we're just kids. It's nothing more, man. Society has definitely conformed us to believe that there's such thing as teenagers and adult years and elder years. There's no such thing, man. Honestly, we just take what man had planted an idea and we attach that to our encoding of believing, right? And it's not natural for us to believe that we're only kids to a certain point, you know? It's natural to believe like, yo, I'm a kid forever. I have this energy. Like, I wrote in my journal, it said, what I say? I said, the body and stuff, like your physical body, all of this ages, you know? All this beautiful melanated skin on me, this will age, right? This will get old. You know what I'm saying? This will wrinkle up because I'm getting to a point to where I expire in my lifetime, in my experience here. But the energy that I carry inside spiritually, that never dies. You know what I'm saying? That energy never gets old. You know what I'm saying? Energy is a continuous thing, and so it can neither be created nor destroyed. This body, yeah, it's definitely was created, and it can be destroyed. But the energy that lies within, that inner child energy, that never goes away. You know, and people will experience that inner child energy at some points throughout their lives, depending on whatever it is that they're doing. Like, honestly, if you're doing what exactly that you love as a child, and you know, you do it in a more, I guess for us older people or whatever, you do it in a way to where it's yeah, we're doing it responsibly, and we're still touching in with our roots of being a kid. Yo, we can literally do any and everything here. You know, there's no such thing as, oh, well, that's what I used to do as a child. Bro, you still are a child. You know, if people can say that they're a child of God and they're 30, 45 years old, yo, I'm a child forever, okay? I'm just a child, but I'm just bigger, okay? I'm just a big kid. Just a big kid. And I ain't trying to spend that shit off on no weird shit or anything like that, but it's just like the energy, kid energy, but I still handle my responsibilities. And that's just how it is, you know? Like I said, if you didn't have to worry about any bills, what exactly would you be doing? Right? Because what I believe is your inner child will lead to purpose. And if you can find your purpose through your inner child, bro, you struck gold in life. You know exactly what it is that you love to do. With me, I love to do music. You know, a lot of people don't even get paid off for doing music. And what people would normally ask an artist, if money was not an equation, would you still be doing music? Yes. That's what my child self loved to do. Same thing with video gaming. If people wasn't getting paid to play video games, would you still video game? Me, I don't personally play video games anymore, but for those who do, if the answer is yes, then bro, that is what your child self love to do. If you love to go outside, if you love to bake, or you love to draw, paint, whatever it is, ride bicycles, go bowling, skating, whatever it is that your inner child loves, bro, do that. You know, make time for it instead of being so caught up in this instant gratification of things. You know, a lot of people would just get up, drag out of bed, go to work, come home, and they just spend the rest of their 4 or 5 hours to themselves or with whoever, just not even tapping in with their childlike self. And even if you don't do it every day, bro, make some time. As long as you make time for it, at least once or 2 times a week to go do something that you love as a child, it can definitely take you a long way. And honestly, I think it actually might improve your mental health as well. Because if it's to a point to where you're getting sunshine and you're doing what you love to do as a child, are you really getting older? Is there a sense of, oh, I'm getting older now? No, it's not a sense of that, you know? You stay into this fresh vibrational energy of being high all the time to where you realize, yo, this energy feels good. You know, it feels good to understand what younger me loved and what he likes to do or she likes to do and carry that into my current present, you know? So that's a little food for thought for Motivational Mondays. I ain't gonna make the video too long, but if you guys enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Don't like it, don't comment, don't subscribe, just watch and go about your day. Now, if you got 15 more minutes of your time, I would love for you guys to check out me and my cousin's new EP, The Girls Who Want to Have Fun. It's a very fun project to listen to. It's only 4 tracks. I got the links right here wherever they're at. But stay tuned. Tomorrow we're going to be coming with an absolute banger of a video. So, it's your boy Spiritual Effex, man. You guys stay tuned. You guys have a great gratitude day. Yeah, do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.